It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Thanks for welcoming me into your home or into your office. Being part of this broadcast, by the way, this huddle where we come together to really put together the sales department that allows you to generate the revenue you need to purchase the resources necessary to execute that huge vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So it's an honor and a privilege to serve you during these very troubling times. Now, every morning we get started the exact same way. And the exact same way is with a case study, because I believe that success leaves clues. It's not a Shea Brown original, but boy, is it so true. So let's take a look at a case study. Let's see what we can learn from them and how we can adopt that in our own business as well. So once upon a time, Brooks Brothers stood out as the classic style for everyone in America, by the way. And they had found a success strategy. And this success strategy had worked for almost a century. But then times started changing. Sound familiar as an entrepreneur? And Brooks Brothers, with the shift going on in society, moving from a more of a I would say a suit and tie type of look, even for women, a more of a business starch attire, to more casual, more relaxed, more lean back. Well, Brooks Brothers started losing the charm that it had, which means they started losing the customers that they had inside their base. And this is a lesson for all of us as CEOs. When the world changes, we can't stand still. Boy, that's a metaphor for life by itself, isn't it? So even though Brooks Brothers at that time had dressed 40 of the 45 American presidents, the journey wasn't always easy. Let's do a rewind, for example. During the Civil War, one of the things they did is they made the uniforms for the Union soldiers. Now, here's the deal. The uniforms they made, it started falling apart. The fabric was falling apart. And they really coined the phrase shoddy work. And this reminds us as CEOs, even as time changes, as things change, we've got to always have our best foot forward. Because in sales, when the work is shoddy or you don't deliver what the client is expecting, which is excellence by all standards at a minimum, then it forces them to go to our competitors and never ever come back. So to overcome these challenges, Brooks Brothers had to do something different. Number one, they had to have more quality work. Okay, they were able to do that. But the real change and the real reason they're still in business even to this day is they shifted their styles and they diversified their offerings so they could have more of a casual feel and look for the ideal client. Yeah, similar to business, we change our sales strategies. Similar to business, we change our sales message. Similar to business, we change our sales positions inside of our sales systems. And when we do this, it means that not only we're being innovative, but we're being innovative because we listen to our clients. So maybe you take a look at your sales strategy, just like Brooks Brothers. It's always been working, but it's time to modernize it. It's time to change. It's time to make it shift. So what's my big takeaway to you? Just like Brooks Brothers has to adapt across all centuries or across time, you as a CEO have to reevaluate the sales strategy, pivot with the sales message, pivot with the sales positioning, listen to the client so the end product is better than they even expected it. And when you do that, oh wow, you'll see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shea Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. Thanks for inviting us into your sales meeting or allowing us to broadcast on your computer or on your iPad or on your mobile device, or maybe you're on the on-demand platform. Let's get going. Every morning we get started the exact same way, and that is going back and understanding what our mantra is as the CEO. And our mantra hasn't changed. It's three words. It's why we are the CEO. And our mantra is focus on sales. Our mantra is focus on sales. Our mantra is what? Focus on sales. In fact, repeat after me right now. Focus on sales, focus on sales, focus on sales. It's three words, but here's what I know to be true. If you can't focus on sales, you really can't be in business. Seriously. Now, this is not a, should I focus on sales? Maybe I'll focus on sales. I'll consider focus on sales. I don't have time to focus on sales. Whatever the story is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Well, sales is the oxygen. I mean, auction, that's pretty serious. Yeah, sales is the oxygen. Shay, that means if there's no sales, what happens? You already know. Sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money pouring out that bank account than there is coming into that bank account. What's the point? What's the message that I want to have for you today? The message I have for you today is that selling is serious business. Selling is serious business. So as we understand that, it's not a new theme, but that's our mantra, then we start saying, well, what's our responsibility to the sales department? To my sales department, Shay, I've got to be responsible for the salespeople. Yes, that's you, the CEO. I've got to be responsible for providing the resources to the sales department. Yes, that's you, the CEO. And I've got to be responsible for also providing the sales process. Yes. So your pledge is learn, earn, and return. Repeat that after me. Learn, earn, and return. So here's the message. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. And I do that because I've got 3 objectives. That's right. We've got 3 objectives. That's our pledge. Number 1, it's about the sales progress. So every day we're going to make a little bit of progress. And then we're going to take a look after we're making progress on good days and not so good days. We're going to look at whatever hurdles out there. And inside those hurdles, we got to overcome those challenges. Every CEO has to do this. This is not a new idea. We just did another case study this morning saying the exact same thing. And then we got to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand. I know you can repeat these after me. Now, if you're new and this is your first time, you lean in. But for those folks that we do this every single morning, isn't it a great reminder that you're in this conversation and these ideas are already top of mind to you and you're able to execute them throughout the day? Number 1, you got to have a one-page CEO sales plan. Number 2, you've got to understand the sales cycle that the clients are going through. Number 3, you've got to adjust, evaluate, and move the sales message. And number 4, the CEO sales dashboard. We're going to spend a whole segment just looking at the numbers, looking at the key metrics. And number 5, you got to have a sales team. Now, maybe you are the sales team, so you're responsible for everything, but you got to have a 7-figure sales team. Now, you might be wanting to say, why is there the CEO Sales Huddle? Why every single morning? Well, first, before we do that, for those folks that are tuning in for the very first time, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. For those that do it every single morning, do me a favor. You know what we're about to do. This is my favorite part. Look below the video. I love connecting with you. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Look below the video and just put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal. You're in this conversation right now, you and I. Or maybe you're watching the replay. You can't be there at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but boy, do you tune in during lunch. Boy, do you tune in during the day. Maybe you're driving down the road. Maybe right now you're at the gym. Maybe right now we're playing it in the background, but we're there. You're in the conversation. Put a hashtag replay. Then for those folks that are on demand right now, you're listening, let's connect over at I am Che Brown. Oh, do I love to connect. At I am Che Brown. So you're on demand, Roku, Apple TV. Maybe you're listening to YouTube right now. It doesn't matter. You're on one of our syndicated platforms. Drop me a note. I respond to every message. You know that. Sometimes I get from every day. Throw some of your dashboard. Thanks so much. Just go over to at I am Che Brown. That's my name, at, and then I am, then my name, C-H-E Brown. Now, why does the CEO Sales Huddle get together? What's the mission? What's our purpose? CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster, easier, with less effort, impact more lives, have a greater difference. Yeah, that's why we get together. We're in this conversation. Successful people are always looking for edge. They hold one common belief, and the belief is they can always get better, by the way. So we have a big why. Our big why is really all about sales growth, sales accountability, and consistency. And I'll never get tired until the day I get my heavenly wings, of reminding you of the one key to success. You said, Shay, sum up the key to success in one word. One word. I didn't say believe. I didn't say willpower. I didn't say have discipline. One word, it would be consistency. And I believe that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most? They struggle with consistency. That's no longer you, because we get together for 15 minutes. We only have 15 minutes of your time every day. There are 1,440 minutes in every day, never 1,441. So you, I, the President of the United States of America, we all have 1,440 minutes in every day. So you take 1% of that day. And that 1% of the day, you're on a mission. And that outcome as a CEO, when you show up for the CEO Sales Huddle and you tune in for this 15 minutes, let me tell you the number one reason I'm here. And I'm here in this conversation with you. Our number one goal is to get to $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. Now, this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. The question is, how do I get to $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue? And to do that, the question always comes up, well, Shay, what am I going to do? What am I going to measure? Well, we created the CEO Sales Dashboard. You can go get that over at ceosalesdashboard.com, www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Once you get there, we're going to measure leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. We're going to tune in and say what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better, better, better. You got it. You're right there. So once you get there and you go download it, it's going to look just like this. It's an Excel sheet. You can customize it, put in your products and services. You got leads, appointments, offers, deals. Then go across the top. We're going to look at repeat business. And I want you to go scroll down to repeat business. Now, you can put in the number of leads that come into the database, number of appointments that come in the database, number of offers that come into the database. But once you go down to repeat business, inside repeat business, we're going to look at clients, because we understand that the clients that coming in, 80% of every dollar goes off to acquire new clients. So when we look at repeat business, we're going to look at three categories. Number one, put down how many existing customers just bought a new product. So maybe you had the iPhone and you went out and bought a whole new product. You decided to buy the iPad. But we're not going to stop there. Put down how many existing customers purchase an existing product. Maybe it's one of your core products. If I have the iPhone, I decide I need a new charger. I'm buying an existing product. It doesn't increase my customer base, but it does increase the revenue. And then last, but more importantly, you're taking a look right now at memberships. How many new members came into your membership-based product or service right now? Isn't that kind of cool? Isn't that a great way to get started? So now that we have that, we're going to measure. We're going to manage. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. But we don't stop there. We celebrate wins. We ask ourselves three questions, because powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So we're going to focus on three areas. Number one, I want you to focus on is, what are you most proud of? Number two, what was your biggest accomplishment in the sales department? And number three, what's the one thing you want to brag about today? You just want to come over here, you want to throw your hands in the air and say, Shay, and you want to let the world know the sales department was performing. This is what you're most proud of. This is what you're excited about. And we're in this together. And then we understand everything. Every day is not rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. So we're going to slide to the other side. We're going to look at any challenges out there, because powerful people ask powerful questions. Questions steer focus, and in this life you get what you focus on. So what was the biggest roadblock you had yesterday in the sales department? What's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And what's the one thing you as the CEO, you can make that decision, you can move that needle forward? I like to say small hinges, they're going to swing those big doors. And you're stepping back saying, ain't nobody coming to save me. I got to save myself using a system and a process. You step up. My message of the day is selling a service. My message of the day is selling a service. Let someone know today how you solve a problem, how you can serve them. They've got a problem, you can serve them, and you're at least an option. Whether they work with you or not, they understand you are an option. You have what it takes. I believe you're a CEO. You've got greatness inside you. You're amazing. You're incredible. And as you're watching right now, I believe for you, your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side. God bless. Keep doing God's work. Peace, everybody. I'm out.